Hello and welcome back to the UK-inspired rail network. I've got a lot of detailing to do, but that's not what we are doing today. Today we're going to start our approach into Birmingham New Street. I've kind of done some reworking of the terrain here. This one is going to be a time lapse because I need to concentrate quite a lot on Google Maps and move my head from left to right. So I thought what we'll do with these track constructions is go through with a time lapse and then take a look afterwards, and I'll talk you through what I've done and what I've done so far. As you can see, I've sort of done a couple of steps of levels because we have different undulations coming into New Street. We have some under-over, we have some grade-separated junctions, we have some junctions just before it, we've got some bridges, we've got a lot of different tracks and the different lines all converging onto New Street as well. And then we've got to make some space somewhere here for a little bit of Freightliner Birmingham terminal as well. We're going to call that one Birlfy, as that's what it's got in brackets. Birfli, I think, from here, looking at Google Maps. Birlfy. And there's also a station just outside that called, and I've highlighted it so I can't see it, Adderley Park. So we might add that, but we'll see. What I'm going to do is going to build out the track, build out the base, and then work from there. I've got an idea of how I've done it. I've done this junction or versions of it a good few times. I've sort of, in my own builds, I've done like versions of it and then modified it slightly to the map I'm on and messed about with it a little bit because I do really like the approach. I do like watching the trains come in on this approach. It's really cool. This one is going to be sort of close as I can get it to accuracy. What I've also got is to delete this bit of line here, and we've got to try and get this over and under and then in as well. If we can fit in another station here as well, we will do. Probably not, though. It might just be a direct route from Nuneaton into New Street, but we'll see what we can make of it. Anyway, sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of tea. Let's get it on. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. There's a few little bits I'm not too happy about. I've a few little curves I'm not too happy about. Bit of undulation I'm not too happy about. I've got to try and fit the what do you call it? I've got to try and fit the freight depot in here somewhere, and then this line has got to bend off this way, and somehow, somewhere, some way, somehow, I mean, Birmingham really should be, this should be kind of like that. That's got to bend off, and we've got to connect that to that somehow. I'm assuming Nuneaton maybe should have been maybe about here. Might have been a bit more helpful. We'd put Nuneaton here. We could have lined this up a little bit better. That might have been a better idea. I don't know. We're going to have to mix this up a little bit and link these in and bend this away somehow. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Oh, the other option is I don't have... I bed these here a little bit earlier as well. So I might come away after this, and this might... The next time we visit this, obviously, you know, later on this week or next week, basically I'm going to carry on with this until we've got sort of new street stationing. I might even rearrange this a little bit and bend these here and have this curvature, have this curve a little bit less aggressive, and maybe come here just so we can get into this here. I think we'll go with that. I put this station in simply because it was kind of part of how the junction works. So I used the freestyle station because it just enabled me to carry on with the curvature of track and hold as much speed as possible, because it kind of worked with this junction here. So that's how I've done it. I think it's called Stetchford or something there. I've left these dead-ended. We'll get to those in the future. Same with this one as well. Left it dead-ended. In real life, if we're going to call it that, these are kind of one bridge, but a different height, but kind of one bridge. But obviously the game won't allow me to do that, so I've kind of gone with that. I'm probably going to clean this up a little bit and clean this. I'm not too happy with that curve, to be honest. That looks a bit ugly at the moment. But so I'll probably clean that up a little bit. I'm reasonably happy with this. This was pretty simple. This is okay. I put these roads in because obviously we're going to have the industry here. We're going to have a lot of industry around here. I'm going to use a lot of assets probably in place here. I probably won't place a town here. I'll probably place a town in Birmingham. Obviously, we'll plot Birmingham here and let it grow over it. And we'll put some assets down here just for a bit of eye candy as we come in. This looks okay. Again, that's a bit ugly. That there, I'm not too happy with that. Again, I might just release this bit of track a little bit and get it going this way and keeping it lower, and this bit lower here, keeping it lower for longer, because I've got to get this bit of track over the top of that, and these two have got to come together at some point here, and then we'll do some sort of end game kind of station for these two up here somewhere to turn back on, that they meet up. So they've got to meet up with each other. I'm assuming they go off to Liverpool and Manchester in some way, because I think what happens in Birmingham New Street is you have a line that comes up here, comes in and goes out here, and then you have the West Coast Main Line comes in and goes out that way. I'm assuming that's how it kind of works at Birmingham. So you get like a big old meeting. It acts like a terminal station, but it isn't. It's just a good old meeting of many lines coming together. But yeah, other than that, I'm reasonably happy with it. Tell me what you think, how you think I've got on with this. I'm not sure if it's one of my better builds on this kind of junction. It does need a lot of, as I said, little bits of cleaning up and little bits of, should we call it a little bit of snagging? As a little bit of snagging. I tried to put in I think it's a canal. I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest. Have a look. What is that? What is it? Where are you, Birmingham? There you are. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, we do have St Andrews is on this line down here. So maybe we'll plop St Andrews, the football stadium for Birmingham City, I'm assuming. Yeah, Birmingham City Football Club is just on this line here. So we'll plop that in, I guess. There's no station. There's no station on that line for St Andrews. You'd think there'd be a train station on there, wouldn't you? There is not. And then there's another ton of junctions just below this as well for the Birmingham Moore Street line that goes over the top. So is there no station here? Where's the nearest station for St Andrews? That's very strange. You'd think there'd be one, right? What's that there? Is that station? No. Okay, so there's... The nearest one seems to be Bordsley, which is not too far. Bit of a walk for my liking, but it's not too bad. And I still don't know what that river's called that I've plopped in here. Obviously, there's a lot more. It's a lot more spaced out in real life. There's actually like between Birmingham International and New Street. There's actually 3 stations along here, but we're not. No chance. We're not getting those in. I'm trying to find that little river. There it is. Is it a river? Doesn't even say. I have no idea what that river is. It meets in with another river. Or is that canal? Who knows? It's a canal. It's definitely a canal. Who knows what one it is? Because I have no idea up here where things are and what things do. But it's definitely a canal. But I thought I'd put it in for a bit of eye candy and we can dress it up a little bit. Whether we'll get any boats going down it is another whole nother kettle of fish. Anyway, the approach to Birmingham New Street is coming along. We're getting there. I'm reasonably happy with it. What I wanted to do... And oh! Another thing. There is the viaduct that goes over all the industry here. I don't think I'm going to get that in. I looked at it for a little while and toyed with it. So what I might do is put some retaining walls up and then lower the land around this a little bit, a step maybe, just to give the illusion that this track's above a few things. So we'll probably do that. Because I don't think... Because we've got a few switches on here and the game doesn't like switches. You can put them on bridges, but I'm not sure I'm not sure what I've edited out of this area here, but you probably watched where I put a switch on this, and like this switch I wanted to put on this here, but what it did is it created another support in the middle of this road here, which was not nice. So what I'll probably do here is, because we've got these switches here, these are a bit more spread out obviously in real life, is I'll probably lower the land, put some retaining wall around this, and kind of put the illusion that we're going over something there. Maybe I'll do that. And obviously what we need to do is, so probably in the next episode, I'll either build New Street with you, or we'll detail this up to this point. I'll make a decision this week and we'll go with that. I know it's a bit of a shorter one, but we did get there and we got there in the end. I'm going to be staring at this and wondering how I'm going to get this to this, because that's a horrible corner, the next couple of days. And I'll probably load in and mess around with it quite a lot, so this might look a little bit different. Other than that, the basics are there. The base is in. We have an approach. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, obviously don't forget to drop a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're rolling onto that 1,000. I'll see you guys later.